you're going to be in disgrace form, just like Adadorama. The woman that do all manner of things. That is what I said before. The spirit of, if not me, that the same spirit that enter Ogenkere when they come back from Finland. That is what saying, if not me, the declaration of Biafra, you're not going to hold. But that spirit that make things turn around, and that the same God that said, if we human being that is great, we said we are not going to worship him. He said we're going to raise stone to worship him. That the same spirit is the word that enter this evil woman, Adadorama, that make her to vomit all manner of nonsense that come out from her mouth. That he said, if not her, if not me, our DPM, he will not be in that position. If not her,
Coachus, are you there? Coachus, I think your
said
network is disturbing.
before, he will going to turn against you. Just like this woman, this stupid woman. I will continue calling her name. I will continue calling her name, whether she like it or not, because she's a stupid woman. All Biafrans have identified her as a stupid woman, because all what he said before, she didn't know when he said it. And all the plan that they are planning against this government is not bringing the government down. Just like Chid that said, all the lies that you people are talking about Simon Ekpa is not bringing of this government. Today, being 16th of March, we are going to follow her, no matter what. The thing that you people are doing to our DP, do more than that to our Unyielding, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. Likewise, Mazi Simon Ekpa, they do the same thing again. To tell you people, every plans that you people have on that innocent woman that God have used to bless us, he will not going to bring that woman down. He will not going to bring Dr. Ngodo Arabeze down. If you people know the meaning of that name, that God, that her parents give to her, you people will not be fighting that woman. That is the Caleb of our time. That is the Caleb of our time. If you look the time of Moses, Moses walked alone. That is Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. Mazi Nnamdi Kanu walked alone. In the time of Joshua, Joshua and Caleb They are the two people that started the journey, that the mantle of leadership rise on their head, in their hand, on their shoulder. That is exactly thing that happened in our own time now. They are the same mantle of leadership that rise in the shoulder of our PM, Mazi Simon Ekpa and Dr. Ngodo Arabeze, presently now. That is Joshua and Caleb. If you don't know that now. My brothers and sisters, if you don't know that now. No matter anything, no matter every plan that you people have against Dr. Ngozi Arabeze, it will continue to turn to her favor. If you like, go and bring a man or a woman of 100 years to come and tell us something about Biafra war. You are not going to bring her down. The one that you people did of, I don't know, of go and bringing that woman down, of go and bringing that woman out, you should come and testify. She come out and declare that that account that you people are calling Fulani account, that before she's among the signatory to that account, that account has been there through the time of PM, that PM is aware of that account. Shame and disgrace did not allow you people to talk about that account again. Likewise, when you people tell us that Dr. Ngozi Arabeze have a male child, that the same woman that you people bring out tell us that our DPM have only 4 daughters. Can you see the progress? Can you see? And our DPM tell us the same thing, that she have only 4 daughters. That is disgrace on you people. If you people like, go and bring a man of 100 years, she will still bring you people down. You should be aware, no any amount of lie that you people are going to tell us today, that you are not going to follow that the same government of the United States of Biafra. You should be aware when Mazi Simon Ekpa come out today, that time people are talking, that I'm telling you people, if Mazi Simon Ekpa come out, before he will make any attempt or before we talk to anybody, she will first of all talk to Dr. Ngozi Arabeze before anything again. Likewise, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. If Mazi Nnamdi Kanu come out today, you are going to first of all talk to our PM before any other person. You're going to ask him, the talent that I give to you, what do you use it for? The talent that I give to you, the mantle of leadership that I give to you, what do you use it for? Do you use it for pot of porridge, or do you use it for the betterment of your people? That is the question that I'm going to ask you first. That is the question that Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is going to ask our PM. And that the same question our PM is going to ask Dr. Ngozi Arabeze. Where is the mantle of leadership that I give to you? What do you use it for? My dear brothers and sisters, that way that you people are following, we did not tell you people should not follow it too. But remember, on the last day, everybody is going to account of his own part. Mother you're going to face his judgment. Children, you're going to face his judgment. Likewise, the father in the house, you're going to face his judgment. They're not going to tell you that your mother did this. This is what your mother did. Everybody is going to face his own judgment. If your mother is doing bad thing, if it's your mother, is the person that is fighting this government, call him in order. Call him, call her. If it's your father, call him in order. Tell him to know that that road that is following is not a good way. It's not the road that you're going to bring food to the table. Because you cannot see your father putting hand in a fire, you'll be looking at him. I'm telling the children of I don't know today, call your mother in order. Because the Constitution of United States of Biafra, that is what you are going to use to judge everybody, to judge all the saboteurs in this struggle. And history, we're going to talk about you. Every role that you play, history, we're going to talk about you. The DPM that you people are talking about, I did not know him, I did not know her, and she did not know me. We were only following the truth. My brothers and sisters, if you start today to know the truth, it will not be too late. But tomorrow may be too late. Anywhere you may be this evening that you are hearing the sound of my voice, you should remember that tomorrow may be too late for you. Try to call your mother, try to call your mother or your father that have been the saboteurs of this government, that have correct money, or that is supporting the people that are collecting money from the zoo government, that is collecting the money from Britain, that is collecting money from Finland because of what is in your bedroom, because of what is in your fatherland, because of the mineral resources that is in your land. This is the time for you to call each of every one of them in order. Tell your mother, tell your father that that road, that path that is following, you're not going to do any good for him. My brothers and sisters, the time is now. The time is now. Tomorrow may be too late. Tomorrow may be too late. Ask yourself that question. Tomorrow may be too late. The mandate that you have given United States of Biafra, they should go and declare Biafra for me and you. And all of us come back now. This group, the individual that have sold their hands in blood, that have collected money to kill his fellow brothers, that have collected money to kill his fellow Biafrans, that have collected money to sell his birthright, is telling us to turn back. We should go back to Egypt. We should go back to Brigi. My brothers and sisters, Inachazu Bong, going back is dead. Ịga n'ihu bụ ndụ. We are not going back. Go and tell the people that we collected money from them that we, the children of light, we, the children of the rising sun, we, the children of Umuchukwu Okike Abiama, we are not going back. Onye nwe ntị nụrụ. If you have ear, hear that now. We are not going back. We are not going back to Egypt. We are not going back to Egypt. Go and suffer the money that you collect from the zoo government. You are the one that collected that money, and you are going to suffer it alone. You people collected money from Nigeria government to sell Mazi Simon Ekpa to the Finnish government, to destroy the declaration of United States of Biafra. The plan did not work. And you people apply plan B, that you should go back to where we are coming from. My brother and sister, we are not going back. We are not going back. If you did not hear that, hear it now. We are not going back. Go and suffer that alone with you and your generation, you and your family members, and those that are supporting you. We are not going back. We are not going back to Egypt. That mandate that you have given to, that they used to declare Biafra to us, that they have given us that Biafra that you are looking for, is in our palm right now. We should try to protect it. We should try to protect it. We should try to protect it. If matter the last drop of blood in your body, try to use it to protect it. If you die in this course, history is going to remember you. That Johnson Chinedu died because of United States of Biafra. History is going to remember you. And wherever way, wherever place that your soul it will be, you're going to be at rest because you know what to die for. Don't allow the enemy of your people, of your forefathers, deceive you. Don't allow the enemy of your people, of your forefathers to deceive you. Don't allow that. Don't allow Nigeria to happen to you before you realize your mistake. Don't allow Nigeria to happen to you before you will know that the road that you are following, that way, that path that you are trying to follow, that group that you are trying to support, don't allow Nigeria to happen to you before you know you are not following the D. You are not following the normal road that you're supposed to follow. Don't allow Nigeria to happen to you. This is the time. What you are looking for since the time of Ojukwu, our internal leader, is now on our table, and we did not appreciate it. Don't allow Nigeria to happen to you before you remember your mistake. Don't allow Nigeria to happen to you before you will know that road that you are following is destruction road. Don't allow Nigeria to happen to you. If you did not know anything that you are going to do, go and open a platform or come to this space to do the evangelism of United States of Biafra. History is going to talk about you. History is going to remember you. The land of your forefathers is going to remember you. They are going to talk about you. If nobody remember you, the Almighty God that we serve is going to remember you. Don't expect any man to give you the glory. Don't expect any born of man or woman to give you the glory. You should expect that glory. You should expect that anointing from the Almighty God that we serve. From that God of United States of Biafra is the only one that can give you the blessing that you need. Is the only one that can bless you and bless your born children and bless your generation so that, yes, even though if you die today, your soul will be at rest. My brothers and sisters, this is the time that you need to protect this government. This is the time that we need to protect United States of Biafra. The enemy that we and them went to declare this government together, they have turned back and they are calling us terrorists. Don't allow that name to kill your morale. Don't allow that name, terrorist, to kill your morale. Make sure that you protect that name. That the same enemy that we went to Finland together to declare United States of Biafra, then come out now and they are still telling us, they are still calling us instead of United States of Biafra, they are calling us USB charger. My brothers and sisters, don't allow that name to kill your morale. Don't allow Nigeria to happen to you before you remember, before you know that that name is just ordinary name. It's just ordinary name from the camp of our enemy. Remember the word of our Mazen Nnamdi Kanu. He said they are coming. It's better for you to rise now before they will come. This is the time for you to rise and protect that your mandate and defend that your mandate. Defend that mandate that you have given to United States of Biafra. Do anything you can do to protect that mandate that you have given to United States of Biafra. Unless if you did not vote, even though if you vote, just remember that your freedom lies in your hand. You should know that your freedom lies in your hand. No man can give you freedom except you yourself give yourself the freedom. Except you fight for your freedom. Don't expect America to give you the freedom that you are looking for. Don't expect Donald Trump to give you that freedom. Don't expect anybody to give you that freedom. Try by all means to protect that mandate. This is the time for you to come out to support the government of United States of Biafra. They know what to do. They know what to do. Don't expect that the freedom that you are looking for, the freedom of Dr. Ngozo Olabese, You are looking for the freedom of yourself and of your born children and your generation. This is the time you have to rise. Rise, rise. Don't allow Nigeria to happen to you before you rise. Don't allow Nigeria to happen to you before you realize your mistake. Don't allow Nigeria to happen to you. If you are in the homeland, you will know what we are talking about. The person that you and him is living in the same house because of his landlord or because he's the indigene of that community, they will be talking to you anyhow. Don't allow Nigeria to happen to you before you rise. Don't allow Nigeria to happen to you before you rise. My brothers and sisters, don't allow Nigeria to happen to you. Don't allow Nigeria to happen to you before you rise. I hid my mic from here. Thank you.
Okay, thank you, my brother Kutus. Thank you so much. 1042. Um, Madam Tina, the USB. Madam Tina, you are welcome. Madam Tina, are you there? Tina. Okay,
Yes,
she's not
hello,
here.
hello. Sorry, I
Okay,
was busy cooking and I was away from my phone.
okay, you are welcome, ma'am.
Yeah. Oh, my brothers and sisters, I greet you guys. So you guys are the best. You guys are the best. You guys are the truth tellers who stand by the truth and don't let anybody deceive them. You guys are the real freedom fighters. You are the unbribables. I'm so proud of you. I'm so grateful to be part of you guys because we are not here to please nobody and hide the truth. If nobody, if as no nya ajụrụ anaghị ajụ onwe ya, we came to get Biafra. We didn't come to gather to become celebrities, if I may say. We didn't come here to make you know, to make friends. Actually, we're not here to make friends. When we got home, once we are in our land of Biafra, that's where we will unite as brothers and sisters. We're not here to hide the truth because we like this person, like this person. If we hide the truth because we like this person, like that person, then we are doing it to the detriment of our freedom. Then we will just be here running around and defending whom we like, who we don't like, rather than defending the nation, the thing we came to fight for, which is the United States of Biafra. That's why we gather. We came. Many people have lost their life for it. They didn't come to look for fame. Many have donated their money, sleepless nights. Some people are in the prison, and we know, I don't have to say, our leader and our prime minister are in prison, sitting in somewhere, held against their will for this freedom. Even though they have made a name, we didn't come here to make celebrity name. They came here to give their people freedom, to restore the nation, to restore a place where we can go home and not be afraid of being killed because we have a different religion or a different belief system. How can you look at our race and call us a slave to anybody? Even if history has made, even if there was a reason why we ended up, our great grandfathers or so ended up in slavery, there was a time and a period for it. It was not meant to be a forever thing. But some people has taken that and wore it on their shoulder and decided that they never want to be free again. It's a shame. So I appreciate you, all the wonderful Biafrans that are here. Don't let anybody steal your freedom from you. Do not let anybody make you lie for them. When you see the truth, point it out. You're doing it for yourself. You're doing it for your children. Because when all is said and done, this history of Biafra is written. There are those who will be written, they started well, they ended up bad. There are those who will be said, they started in the middle and they ended up good. Just know where you want your name to belong. I didn't start when our leader Mazinanakan started. I started about this time our Prime Minister became available, which is end of 2019, 2020, about that time. That's when I joined the struggle. And I have never joined the bad group because when you see them, you know them. Except you're there, except there is no spirit of truth in you. You see the bad ones, you would know them. So I thank you guys for sharing and encouraging our brothers and sisters, because sometimes not everybody have that stamina or the strength to have, they don't have that discerning spirit to guide them. Your voice of truth is that discerning spirit guiding them. Some of our parents have had a heart attack. Some people have a high blood pressure because of this struggle. We are the voice to help encourage them when they feel down, when they feel lost, when they feel like all these things that we work hard for is going to be to an end. We are the voice. We are the reason why they are still here. We are the reason why our people came out to donate yesterday, because they know there are those who will never fail them and those who will fail them. And if you're thinking about failing, just think about it and think about where your name will be. The quick money they are going to give to you is not going to get you far. You will finish eating it, money will finish, and life will continue. So all I want to say, I don't like talking about that woman because I've said what I said about her. She has written her name in history, and it's not going to be a good one. She can repent tomorrow, roll on the ground. She needed to do that because that is between her and God. And the rest of Biafrans who are willing to forgive her, we will forgive her. I'm just speaking for myself on this. But we're not going to have her in our government. She's not allowed to, because she's a Biafran. She's not allowed in our government because what you fought against, you cannot be a leader in it. You can't come out and call us terrorists only to turn around tomorrow to want to be our leader, to hold a government position. I think that is just, it will be sacrilege. So, shame has befallen her, except she has not a single drop of shame. She can hide it all she wants, but I believe that she's living in shame, but she will not admit it. Dear friends, where we are today is the hard work of many. Many who have lost their life, many who are disabled, maybe bullet hit them, maybe one thing or the other happened to them, is the hard work of many. Don't let it die in your hand, in my hand. We must all gather together and hold this pillar. No matter what the wind, what the hurricane, what the tornado is that comes, we must not allow the enemies to weigh us down. We are almost at the end of the journey. We may have storms coming. We may still have some allegations and all manner of things coming. But if we can weather it, reach here, there is nothing we cannot overcome. So stand there, hang in there. Chukwu Kikabiama is listening to us. He can hear us. He can hear the cries of the real and genuine ones who cannot betray their people because of money. Our leader Mazana can be very, very proud of you. Our Prime Minister Mazana will be very, very proud of you for not letting them run down our DPM. Who is perfect? Is any one of you here that is perfect? I am not perfect. But the way they brought her out, it made her like she carried all the sin of this world on her shoulder. She's the most sinful thing that ever existed. And they presented themselves as the holy and the righteous one. None of us here are perfect. We all make a mistake. We all, even yesterday when our DPM gave the speech, some people looked at the mistake. Wherever she made a mistake, they had to point it out. But they never picked up all the good things that she said. They are only there for fault finders. That's all they are there to do. But you that is an honest Biafran, you who knows what she's trying to say, you didn't judge her. I didn't judge her because I know what she was trying to say. It just happens because, we have said this word Nigeria so many times. Nigeria is stuck on our mouth sometimes. For that reason, some of them have they let them crucify her. I've seen a couple of foolish people who have refused to grow up, who are using it as their new line of attack. Oh, she said, but in the next 6 to 7 months here, we will go to be, there's going to charter plane, it's going to take you to Nigeria. Come on, you know what she's trying to say. As I'm speaking here now, have I not made a couple of mistakes several times? But some people are only there to find fault so that they can have a justification for what they are doing. But we, who knows that we are standing here with her, we want this Biafra. We are not going to judge her by a simple, slight mistake. So, what am I trying to say? I said, we are going to stand by her. When the wind blows, we are circling her around. When the wind blows, we will take some part of that blow. Whatever they are going to throw at her, we'll take it because we have to protect her. If she's doing it by herself alone, then they may succeed in winning her. But because there are voices that are out there, those who are donating their money, those who are speaking up for her, those who are defending her, those who are standing by her, those in the cabinet who are not saboteurs leaking the private informations, we are all helping her to stand strong. So that at the end of the day, shame will befall all the enemies of Biafra. So Biafrans, we are here. We are grateful that we have made it today. We are grateful that we are alive to see this day. We are grateful that we are finally, one of these days, we are going to have our passports in our hand. The Biafran passport, the United States of Biafra passport in our hands to identify for real who we are. We're not going to be ashamed of it. We're not going to let anybody, call us name and that becomes our name for eternity. They are calling us terrorists now. I know that we're not terrorists. We didn't kill anybody. We were in our land. When someone else enters our land, try to kill us. Now you are defending yourself. When did that make you a terrorist and the person killing you, what do you now call that person? A savior? It's a very shameful thing that some of our people allow themselves to be used. But I refuse to allow those people to use me to call my people terrorists. No, you haven't done anything that warrants that. If somebody enters your house and kill you, or trying to kill you, attacking your wife or your daughter, or your son, and you raise up and you knock them on the head, and they fall, then the person will now, just like Nigeria government is now going to hang a man who was in his farm. The cow worker enter his farm, go and be eating up his crop. The man defending himself, probably it's more stronger than the individual that enter his farm, and the person ending up dying. And now they are hanging him. But if that person had managed to kill him, that person will be walking free. So we are not going to support injustice. They can say, oh, he will serve some sentence because he took a life. Understandable. But to hang him, and all the ones that those people have killed, they have not paid it. They have not spent a day in prison for what they have done. All the life that they have, all the life that they have taken. So, somebody coming out calling us a terrorist, we know who we are. We are freedom fighters. Freedom fighters is not just by mouth alone. There has to be some action to prove to your oppressor that you're ready for fight. Bring it on. But if all you do is beg and complain, they feel like they have power over you, that they have overcome you. So we're not going to allow them move us. We are, like I said, we are Iroko tree. Except we are hollow inside. That's the only way this wind will blow us down. But if we are strong and standing strong, our root is deeply planted, they can do nothing. They might knock off a couple of branches, but they are not going to knock the Iroko tree down. when we are in a bunch, we are Iroko tree. They can try anything they want. They cannot get us. So the enemies and the Biafrans who have decided to make themselves an enemy, at this time, they are not important. The people that are important are those who have sacrificed. Like our leader Mazana can say, he said he owns, what did he owns something to the dead, not to the living. Because they are dead. There are those who are dying say, get me Biafra. Those are the people we are now defending, so that tomorrow we can say they didn't die in vain. So, Biafrans, stay strong, be encouraged, because I'm encouraged by your strength. So please do encourage me. Don't fall off. No matter how heavy, how much the struggle get overwhelming, please don't disappoint us. Our heart is broken when we see somebody here who's been fighting with us all of a sudden start to have a shaky leg. We hate seeing that. Like, if you leave us, what are you going to join? Nigerian government? Oh, bridge that we already left. We need to be very, very careful, not allow. The one thing I like about our brothers and sisters here, the honest Biafrans, is we are not fighting with emotions. We are standing by the truth. Because when you start fighting emotions, you'll be like, oh, why are you guys doing that? Why are you crying? Those who are there, can they come out and say, why did you kill me? Is there anyone speaking for them? You are alive. So what are you complaining about? So we don't fight with emotions. It doesn't matter we're emotionally dead. It just means that when things are, when you're in the midst of war, you don't start being the weak one. You don't show your weakness. You stand strong. So this battle we must win. There is no two ways about it. Nigeria can do all they want. They can go heaven and earth, go hellfire, bring whatever voodoo power they have. They will fight in vain because they don't know that they are fighting God. And if you want to fight God, He will fight you like a god. When two gods are fighting, you see their sword. If a human being say you want to fight God, God will fight you like a god. And I hope you have the power to defeat Him, but I know that you can't. So we need to, stand strong, keep doing what we can do, contribute the best you can. Just don't fall off. That's what we don't want you to do. And we continue to pray for our leader, Mazin Nankano, continue to pray for our Prime Minister and our DPM and all Biafrans, genuine, the men on ground, all those who are steadfastly doing what they are supposed to do. We pray for them. And those who are falling off, we pray that God will help them to repent. We pray that they stop sabotaging us. So I'm cooking. I have something boiling on the stove. I don't want it to burn. So I'm going to drop my mic. And if I need to say something, I'll be back. So I appreciate you all. Keep doing the good work. Ukike will reward all of you. Thank you.
Okay, thank you so much, Madam Tina. Thank you. You are one of the strong and great women in this our freedom fighting. A very strong and a wonderful woman. We thank you so much. Thank you. And I pray may you and your children, may them rejoice in Biafra land. May them reap the good fruit you are sowing today in Biafra land. Thank you so much. Yeah, we move. Simon Carigo, are you there? Simon Carigo. British victim. British victim, are you there? British victim. Okay, it's like those people are not close to their mic. Yeah, please, Biafrans, share the space and come up, request the mic, come up and speak to your people. John C. I can see you. Madam Claredine, I greet you from my side. Please come up, Sir Williams, Amuche. Come up and speak to your people. Yeah, Mazibin, choose. Your hand is up.
Thank you, brother, Andy Best. Thank you, everyone. Good evening, everyone, again. It's something that I just want to chip in or ask here. Is sometimes I used to ask myself question: what kind of brain or what kind of people we Biafrans are? Since the terrorists started their ravaging from the north, I can't remember from how many years ago. Have you ever seen any governor from the north that acts or use his own people as intelligent to go and start fishing them out, bringing them, touching, pointing who is a terrorist or not? But our own so-called the idiots in the evil chamber, in the name of Iberibe, Ojo Zokalo, Mba, they will travel to north to meet that idiot Sultan, to thank him and ask them to give them people that will come and penetrate their own blood, to fish their blood out. It pains me a lot. Like in the name of somebody, this is Solafo Solong Ozodemba, and they are proud. I will come there. I will go there to come the bush. I will fish them out. People fighting for their own freedom, to be on their own. How did the Fulani, or how did they use, what kind of juju they use in changing the brain of our people, that we cannot even say, no. How what kind of money for a Biafran? We go and report his own brother to the undercover police officer. This man is doing something about Biafra. How are we going to clean this very cancer or virus in our midst or in our blood? How? What kind of cleansing are we going to do in order to eradicate this very kind of virus in our own society? That we cannot be able to maintain, hold ourselves. Know that these people are fighting for us, are fighting for everyone. You go and report your own blood and flesh and blood to the enemy. Even some of them, they didn't even take money, but due to wickedness and edginess, that give them that audacity to go and report them. Come to Biafra land now, thousands of people become uncovered police officers, reporting their brothers and sisters because of selfishness. What is in our mentality? I don't know. Is it yesterday or something? A friend of mine is from and sent me a video where a Fulani was just uprooting the cassava and feeding his bloody cows. And the farmer who has that land, hey, governor, come and help us, come on. I replied to him that you and that person who was crying, you are fool. You are a fool. He asked me, so what? I said, yes. The governor you are calling is the people inviting the enemy to come and kill you. So many times I ask you, come and join us. He said we are doing what we are doing is has no meaning. We are chasing shadow. Now you know the importance of fighting for liberation, to liberate yourself. I don't. Do we need a special way of cleansing ourselves? Do we need it? Because this thing is getting too much. It pains me a lot when a brother will go and report his own flesh and blood. Everybody just become uncovered police officers, military officers, uncovered everybody. Pointing which house, this house, they are doing something Biafra. This very family, oh, they are all Biafrans. Then he himself made himself an idol. Is that not a shame? Is that not a shame? Everyone can see what we are going through here. Even we in diaspora. We are not saved. Nobody is saved anywhere. It looks like there's something. They did something. What did they do in order to take away your brains away? What did these people did? And they do all kinds of enchantment with that their evil cow. Giving it to you, you are eating evil. Then that evil keep on expanding like an oil. This is a shame. Really shame. In the best, I drop my mic here. Thank you.
Yeah, thank you, Mazi Benchus. You know, all these things we are facing in the hands of zoo governors. All these things, some of the things are fault from is the citizens' fault. Our people are the cause because they will be the one when you will tell them about their freedom. They will be the one to tag you terrorists, tag you so many things. But that their so-called governor they put there that is killing them, doing all sort of nonsense, supporting Fulani herdsmen to be scattering their farms. They will not for once question them. Imagine hopeless Uzodimma when he want to contest for a second tenure. He promised the youth that he will take 5,000 youth from his state to Canada. Everybody, even graduates, all of them, we are there hailing him. Nobody asked him what happened to your own state. Why can't you repair that state so that everybody and they build companies, build factories so that all of us will be there and they beautify our state by our hand. Nobody asked. All of them we are praising the hopeless souls of danger. Now they have imposed him again for the second tenure. The Canada, he no send anyone. they are still facing more hungry, more hunger, more bad situation. Still till today, nobody have questioned that man. Nobody have carried a heavy protest to that his office. Nobody. But they will be the same people will be those tagging those fighting for their freedom, tagging them a terrorist, calling them all sort of names, saying they are the one that bring problem to their land. But so the person you put in your as your governor have not even remember you. Today I see Obidiot eating with Muslim people. Everything, all this thing he is doing is just for him to be in power. And if you later give this man that power now, you will see that even Tinubu will be better than him because he will not even remember we Igbo people. He will not even remember
He
us.
said it. He said it. If they made him a president, they are the people who enjoy his leadership than his own people. He said it with his mouth. He said it. Didn't what was the name of that his former boss? Second to Obasanjo. What was the name? PDP. What's the name of that man? Can you remember?
You mean is it a former president?
Yeah, assistant to Obasanjo, deputy to Obasanjo.
Is it good luck?
What
No,
what is
no.
his name? Say Fulani. The one that he squanderized money from the customs when he finished all the money from customs when he was in working with the custom. Who can remember the
I think the
deputy
one they
of
call Kwankwaso. Kwankwaso, I mean,
not
Kwankwaso.
Kwankwaso, not Kwankwaso. Deputy to Obasanjo now.
Omokri.
No, who was the PDP presidential candidate?
PDP.
The last PDP
Oh, that is
presidential candidate.
Atiku. Atiku.
Atiku. Thank you, my brother. Atiku. The Fulani people, they call the North, they call Atiku, call Obi in the same hall. Start asking them questions. What are you going to do for us, and what are we going to benefit for us? In their presence, this last election they did, Peter Obi, your brother, said, if you are the person who will enjoy who will be the how did he put it? You will enjoy my administration more than any other person. Then they asked Atiku. Atiku said, Fulani first, my brother first, before any other thing. Why? I become ashamed of that Obidiot. That was the day I threw that guy into a pit, into a bin. The man is there telling his brother that they are first before any other thing. I said, look at. That's why every day you see him sitting down like a wretched man who didn't know his value because he's hungry for them to make him a useless president like Azikiwe that licked the shoes of the Fulanese, abandoned his brother. Mazimbono Ojike said, my brother, that place you are going, nothing is there. At the end of the day, what did he earn? Nothing. Subjugation, slavery. That is what he received for his brothers and sisters. Now, nobody can be able to say this man worth something in the land of Biafra. Shame to the highest honor.
I swear, massive been choose. If not that our people, some of our people are stupid. That idiot, they not supposed to be talking about him at all. They not talk more of talking about voting for him, putting him in a leadership, someone that will rule them. Because this man, you can see that all the evil happening in our land, this man have not open mouth. Even when Fulani herdsmen kill people in Ihamuf, this man have never even talked about it for once. But you see the one happen in the north, he will be the one, he will go and visit them. Visit them. Even the time they say military air force kill some people in the north side.
You made a very good
This
point.
man,
You made a very good point. Check right from all these incessant killings happening in Biafra land. This man has never even one day come to condemn one or to lament, say, oh, why is this happening? Rather, he always abetting the evil vulture because of his long throat, his power hungry to make him unrealistic president that he can never be. You know, he came to Downing Street. They told him, go back. The camp from PDP, go and join a Labour in order to stop them. The idiots come back and took the advice of the treachery to betray his people. At the end of the day, what happened? What happened? That will tell you that our journey, this Biafra, is a divine. No one can stop it. It's a divine. Yes, yet there is a storm. But in no longer time, we always see that sunshine. In no longer time, we all is going to see that sunshine. This is now we're in a storm. But you see that sun? Oh no.
yes, yes, massive been choose. These idiots have not even talked about those killings, talk more of visiting them. But he's visiting those in the north, doing and in the south, doing as if he is a good human being. That man will be worse than any other president we have seen. You can imagine the kind of killings that goes when he was a governor in Anambra State. The way they massacre our people in that state, in that Anambra State, in his regime. That's for you to know. And this one, if he become president of the zoo, that's the one. It will be worse than the one that happened in Anambra when he was a governor. And to show you that how useless this woman is, how useless that man is that he knows very well that vote does not count. Vote does not count, but he is there dining and eating with Muslim just for people to vote for him. As if the one people vote for him last time, whether they gave him the position, because truly the man won that presidential election. But due to say vote is not counting, That's why he did not get that seat. Still, he's still doing letting so that they will call him a better person. He's now roaming everywhere in the north and south, doing every. They will still deal with him again, and before then, I believe by the Chukwu Okike Abiama, we will take over our territory.
Mazi ND Best, his intention is not to come to. He didn't knew that he will go that far. He didn't knew. The plan was with him and the British is to come and distract us because we are gaining momentum of the whole Biafran people, both home and abroad. So his intention, their intention is to come and distract us, to bring us down. Then when he come back, all these hungry people that call themselves celebrities help in to excel him. You see where everything comes. All these idiots that call themselves celebrities in Nigeria help. So, this is a man. This is a man. They start telling him up. That made him to gain a little bit, a kind of a momentum, thinking that yes, I've arrived and I will get it. Then he think that okay, if I go to the north, let me leave my people. I have captured them. Let me go to the north. Then they will vote for me. Using that tactics, Zeke used by ignoring his people. He went to the north and gained the vote there, went to the west and gained the vote. That is his own plan.
My brother, another thing that happened there was that Peter Obi, he knew him and Atiku, because I watched a video somebody did. Peter Obi and Atiku knew that there was no way they are going to win that court case. Even though they know that Tinubu did not win that election. But you know what? Like with El Rufai now coming out to say, we knew about Tinubu's criminal record. We knew about his drug deals, his credit, and all that, blah, blah, blah.
Yeah.
But you know why they allowed him to go in? Because the Tinubu picture we see today, is it the same picture of Tinubu we see then? Tinubu then looked like he was going to die yesterday before the day they thought that he was going to get into the office, he was going to croak. And they will take over. Well, Tinubu outsmarted them. That is why that is the problem right now. They knew that Peter Obi would never get into that position. People like El Rufai said it would never happen. So they knew that they would never allow him to get in there. They allowed Tinubu to continue.
That smart he is by the help of Macron. That's how smart he is by the help of Macron. Without Macron, they would have gained him very, very cheap. The French people, assist him so much. See tomorrow, even French is the people giving him advice what to do. Otherwise, he has already given up. But in no longer time, the children of Elohim will take what belongs to them.
Yeah, and another thing is that the respect Peter Obi is getting today in Nigeria is because of who is fighting for Biafra. If not who is fighting for this Biafra today, those politicians, their slave masters they are working for, like those Fulani they are working for, they will not give him any respect. They will be treating him like trash. But because they have seen that people like us are fighting for this freedom, and if they treat him like trash, he may turn back and start supporting us with full chest. And the many others, even many other Eastern governors. The respect they are getting today is because of us. They don't want to treat them like trash like that because they may start supporting the Biafra, and everything will come more quicker. That's why they are still giving them little respect. Any day now we drop this freedom, if we drop this freedom today and allow them to, you will see they have caged them already, they have crippled their leg and everything. But their fear now is only us. They know they don't know how we prepare, they don't know uh, what we can do. That's why they are still giving them respect so that it will be like those Eastern governors, they are still with them. This they can use them and they cripple us. They can use those Eastern governors and cripple us. That's why they are still giving them that little respect. If not, if we drop this freedom today, you will see that they don't even send them anymore. They will be doing them anyhow they want. No, that's it. But I believe Chukwu Okike Abiama will give us victory because we have tried a lot. We have endured their nonsense enough. We have endured it. That's why I'm telling so many people they should rise up. If you are waiting for Nigeria to be good, that means you are not thinking good thing for your upcoming generation. If we did not get this Biafra, the next upcoming generation, they will suffer a lot. They will suffer. They will be like the same thing, like slaves. Like the time they do slave trade. Even slave trade may be better than them because the pattern these people are coming out with all the hardship. Imagine a whole Fulani herdsman bringing out someone cassava to give his cow in another person land. Though you bring out cassava, so do you know how suffering is the person to plant those things? How many years, months he gave that thing to grow and mature, so that he will use it and feed himself, and you use your own this thing and spoil another person own. And they don't even care. And the Obidiot, if Obidiot sees it, he will not even talk. He will not even condemn it. That's to tell you. But whenever we rise up and say let us face these governors, is one hungry person like me will come up and challenge you and say, "What are you talking about them? This and that." You know, come to all this Western world, if their leaders do something bad, everybody, even those big men, they will carry their car and block the road, block everywhere and protest. Even the big men, everybody is only most big men, all of them will block their car on the road, on the streets. But come to our own land, everything is different. They love seeing the masses suffering. So let us keep our eye on the rising sun. Victory is yours. We must overcome all this nonsense. They are already feeling the heat. Forget about they will know. That's why they are planting almost planting criminals that will scatter the soil because we have getting the documents. We have getting the documents. Only what we need is stand resolute. This is the final push we are. We are in a final push now. We should remove fear and the focus. We shall achieve what we want. Yeah, Biafran First Love, I can see you. You are welcome, my big sister. Biafran First Love, are you there?
Yes, I'm here. Dewonu Mochuku. Good rising, good Sunday. Thank you, Dewo. Biafra, we worship. This is Dewo Mazi Drake, the Great, Mazi Andy Best, Mazi Benchooks, USB, Lady Majetta, British Victims, and everybody. Dewonu, Sir Williams, Lady Claire, Mazi Uche. Welcome. Beautiful day. We had a beautiful sermon from our DPM yesterday. It was beautiful, wonderful, great speech, discussion, all 40 USB Sunday service. Yeah, I pick up the mic because I was trying to help Mazi Benchooks to answer him and tell him it was Atiku he was trying to think about. But yes, I could talk. I hope everybody's feeling good. Everybody sounded good today. We seem to have some kind of relaxation mind. Please give me a thumbs up. They will. I know my sister, she said it. We hope on each other. We got to stay strong together. Yes. We have to continue to agree because we have hope. We have something that we're focusing on. And we should appreciate our DPM. She's pushing it out there, making us understand the process, just like Simon. Everybody that understands this process can follow along. It's very, very important. And then we continue to talk about it so that some of us can learn from each other. Because I learned so much, From what I learned from here, it helps me to think and make up my own mind that tell me I'm doing the right thing. I couldn't be doing anything wrong. I'm looking for Biafra, United States, where we all come together as a country with differences, of course. Our DPM have made the world understand that we are here to stay. We cannot shake. We have established ourselves by the help of our Simon Ekpa, our Savior, our sent, God sent. Somebody calls him God sent. Without all the package that he put together, make us stand already, knew exactly what to do or say, right places to go, like a point guard. We didn't miss a beat. He put together the best cabinet. Don't forget, even we have all these people today with disagreements in mind. They did what Chuku called them to do at the time. He used them for what he needed them for. And then when their job is over, they wanted to continue. But what they don't know is something big may be waiting for them. Things change and time changes. How can you not see this? Still, you say one name. In fact, I'm believing that these people are just not paid. They're not just paid. They're just the people that will make us strong. They just have to, challenge us. See if we really want this. God did that. And then, few seek this freedom and get it for the rest. That's what we're doing. We're going to continue to talk. We're going to continue to do. We're going to continue to let our allies know what we're about. The DPM make it clear yesterday, we're ready for trade. We have huge human resource. They have wasted us enough. Our children need to start thinking, using their head to live in this world Appreciate when the sun rise and fall. All we get is sun and dark. We don't even know when the sun rises and falls anymore. It's so terrible that our situation cannot even allow us to stand up at one time, because they have done it. It's a systematic way. They've given few people money. They've allowed few of us to make money for so long. We forget that some of us forget we are Igbos. Some of us begin to think, they have light skin. Oh yeah, they say my grandmother was Fulani. I hear that a lot. Igbos. They want to belong. They want to go the other way. Even though I know we had a lot of Portuguese, but you're Igbo. Now you're trying to be Fulani because they're Arab. And now you want to be confused. When your Igbo brother say, let's go to the land of Igbo, you say, wait. What land? Now belongs to me and Fulani because I'm now an Islam. And then you help to destroy your own. Or because I didn't say good morning well yesterday. The way I said it, I said it in such a way that meant good night. Therefore, you will punish me. Yeah, you're my brother. You will punish me. Instead of saying, remember, this is morning, let's go. Mm-mm. You find ways, you find words to use, so you're so bitter. Because I look better than you yesterday. Because the PM prefer me to you. Because I happen to have gone to secondary school. And when I was doing it, you was in the village. They didn't have secondary school there. That's probably why you didn't go. Not because you're not smart. You didn't have the same opportunity. Oh, you wanted to come abroad and speak American, but you tried visa and you didn't get it. And you ended up in France. It's okay too. But because that thing you wanted, you didn't get it. Now I'm your enemy. Every move I make, every way I think, we have to put this whole thing based on humanity first. Let's just look at each other as human like we do on this space. And I'm not really talking to the people on this space. I'm talking for the general. Hopefully a lot of people are listening, or they will listen, or they will take some of these messages there. That's why we're talking. Because everybody on this space knows exactly what's going on. And some that don't know, that's visiting, at least you agree with us that all we seek is freedom. And when you have a freedom, you have to create a head, a face, a hand, a leg to go with it. That's why we have a name. We have a PM. We have policies, constitution, avenues, building. We just want peace. Most of us that lives abroad right now, we can agree that we have enjoyed enough decent lifestyle that they don't have at home for a long time. Decent toilet, decent housing, decent road, cars, clothing, wind, air, we still, like somebody like I still prefer to go right into the village without any Fulani, without any of these terrorist organizations that are just looking for blood. Because even after they eat your yam, they eat your crops, they steal your stuff, they still take you out. This is what we don't want. You've taken our oil and taken our oil and taken our oil. We have left it since 1970. We left it for you. But you said it's not enough. We're still shining. I had it. Even all things I'm doing to these people, they still find other ways to beat me. That other way is now what I want to stop. In fact, let me take them all out and leave them with them. They've started at 5, so they're going to leave us with maybe 4 years old and down, where nobody knows what happened, just like we don't know what happened. Or was that what they did to us? This is the time. We have an opportunity now. I was speaking to one of my friends. She's very strong in this movement. At least she puts a lot of money, faith, time, and in it. She believes in it. She's ready. But when this thing happened, she was very, very fortunate enough or unfortunate to be confused. Because I know she ain't getting paid right now at Nigerian government. I know she don't mean any harm to the DPM. I know she don't have any problem with her. I know she don't have, in fact, she loved the whole thing. Just like me or anybody. I know that. But what happened now, and I know it happened to a whole lot of them, but I'm just sorry for her because she put so much money in this. She put so much time, love, and energy. And now she's bitter because somebody was able to talk to her and lie. And she bought it. And now I don't have a friend because I now have to tell her the truth that she don't want to hear. And what is the truth? My truth is not because DPM is the one doing it. If they like, let it be Benchooks doing it. If they like, as long as it's doing it right. Because I know when you're doing it wrong, I can see it. I'm not stupid. And thank God I know about government. Thank God I know about creation of a country. I know every one of us don't know about it. But the ones that know are the ones that are strongly supportive because we can understand. A lot of people don't understand. Oh, why did she fire? This is where she at. Why did she have to suspend success? This is where they still are. Forgetting, I remember when Trump came in, he was trying to change things the way he knew how best. And all of his own people that were finding it funny, as if he's doing something, he fired all of them. They say, oh, look at him, he's firing he fired them. If you don't believe in what I'm doing right now, and if you don't want to work with me the way I'm thinking about it, and you're not leading, for now, take my instructions. That's it. Until you lead. And the instructions is not singularly. It's not singularly. It's not coming from one person. It's a deliberation. It's an adjournment. It's a meeting of people that put a topic together and talk about it, find ways. People who have sense, they find the buts and the ease, the good and the bad. They draw a line on it and figure out, okay, in between, this is what we're going to do. Sometimes it's going to hurt, sometimes it's going to benefit. Maybe not hurt 100%, may not benefit 100%, but we're between the line. You know, our government is doing great. They are using all of their skills, their brain, their knowledge, experience that they pay for. I won't be surprised some of them are still paying for college loans. This information you get here, you may never get in Nigeria. We do not have the same governmental system. The system of Nigeria is juru, buru, joined together, just like Nigerians. If it makes sense there, do it. If it doesn't, oh yeah, oh even if it's there, but it doesn't, so. And then they can actually write a contract and dish the contract out without even knowing what the contract is about. That's Nigeria. But does that work? Does that work for everybody? I mean, it's good. I like Nigeria in a way because I'm able to go there. If I go to the bank, I don't wait. Boom, 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 I'm done. Anywhere I go, even Central Bank when I was doing everywhere I go, if I go to the airport, they already taught me how to do it. I put some money in my passport. I'll give it to them. Bam, bam, like celebrity. But is that right? Why can't we do it like we do it here? Everybody is a celebrity. Go to California. We are celebrities. The clothes we wear, the way we think, the music, everything. Even though we're not all of us are not in the movie industry. So most of us are, because you're either extras or you're doing some side thing. California is movies and music. Biafra is the same way. I remember growing up there. It's like a Garden of Eden. The only thing I know I don't like is the sand on my feet. You know? So we must get our beautiful country back and belong. When we come to America, they say, where are you coming from? Biafra land. Oh, I'm here to visit. Oh, I'm here to do this. And you go back home. Like the Sri Lankas do it. Like even the Indians do it. Even the Koreans do it. Even the Taiwan, all these people, everybody does it. But every time I get ready to go home, there's an atom of scare. I will just tell my people, I hope I make it back. That's all I say. I'm there, I'm praying, I'm calling, they calling me, Shadi, is everything. I just pray for me to make it back. If I get on that plane, then I'm okay. The way I see Nigeria, anything I see that anything can happen. You be in your car, people will be knocking on you and then are harassing you. If it's a policeman with a gun, that's it. What you gonna do? You gonna stop? You gonna stop? You gonna talk? It's about giving money or answering to some stupidity. There's no freedom. We're not free. It's a catch and chop for Nigeria. So matter of time, it will be your turn. We must stand though. All these people that I saw them yesterday, they talking. They donate for 2 seconds. They gossip for 1 hour. And what they talking? Oh, Ngozi. Oh, she did this. Oh, this person saying Ngozi did it. Now they want to talk about all the people that are talking about Ngozi. Is this what we are all about? Ngozi don't care. The only thing this woman care is that glory. Nnamdi started it. He knew what he'd done. He knew how stupid we are and ignorant with the law. He knew how ignorant we are with the danger that befell us. He knew we were stupid to the core. Not that we're stupid, but you know what I mean. We don't know. We didn't know. Look at these people just telling us yesterday that it wasn't Igbo coup. Do you know how many lives? Forget about the ones that died during the war. What about the ones that he killed slowly? What about the generation he subjugated for years? What about up until now they are still trying to kill us? For what? What has that truth done for us? Did they look at it and say, okay, let's pull back, take our army, give these people a breathing space? But instead, they have pumped enough money into some of our hands. And I'm sure some of us here on this planet are still waiting for money. I say, when they say these things, just support me. In fact, I'll give you 10 million. When I say donate 10 million to me, so that he wouldn't look back, so that this man will not look back. They allow this man to look good after everything he did to the Igbos. And we're still fighting against each other to come together. Wow. Even the international are worried. They're worried for us. Well, let's see. Which is why somebody like Elias will be showing up there and there. He will put up an evil seed. He will disorganize us. We will talk about him. He will go back. Now he's coming back again. They started. You know? But me, I'm at war with them. Anywhere I hear Ngozi, they will get it from me. Because now my name is Ngozi. Everybody else should fight. Fight these people mentally, physically, emotionally. Take that off. Spiritually, fight them. Physically, you curse them out. You fight them. These are the people in our way. They are the mouthpiece of Nigeria. We must get rid of them. Alade Aloma said she went to the police to report that she's getting threats. Does she want us to compile all her videos and translate them for the French government from the beginning. And we're not even going there. She will answer to her crime when she comes to Biafra land. Are we French? Are we living in France? The only time she hears from us if she try to hurt anybody, any Biafrans in France. So I don't know who's teaching her all this Nigerian nonsense. If anybody want to do anything to her, she'd be gone already. Is she not one head? But I know they're threatening her. They know her children. They know her school. They know where her children go. She has nowhere to go. If they're still buying her a computer, you know she's needy. We must pity her too. But slash her where. She need cane. She's been ejected anyways because she did too much. She did too much with her mouth. So obviously what you say can be used against you. The court of law. I want us to stand strong. Chineke. Let us not swerve, because with my friend, the way she swerved, and I know how much I put in it. I know how much she put in it. She put a lot of money. And for her to still stay still now, to see, to agree with the lie, is very detrimental. We have to be careful. I mean, I hope she's not unfortunate that she's not going to benefit, but I'm sure she'll be fine. I hope we have peace with this. Wherever side you belong, be peaceful with it. If you're confused like she is, be peaceful with it. Don't come out and castigate Ngozi. Don't come and looking for something to say about Ngozi. Keep your mouth shut and wait for Simon. Wait for Namdi. It's okay. There's over 50 million people. We're only about 1% doing this thing. Don't do that, because when one person on a space is almost equal to a million person. Don't come and castigate what we're doing. If you don't have nothing you're doing, go and find something to do and talk about what you are doing. Let the world see you. Stop looking for bitches and wizards and witches coming to talk about Ngozi, 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 Ngozi did this. Fulani, Fulani, Fulani. Is Fulani the problem, or Nigerian terrorist government that's bringing Fulani to come and kill us? Is Fulani part of our country? You know, they say Igbo, Nyamini, they eat people, they have this, they do this, Igbo do this. Is it all Igbos? It's not all Igbos. Maybe some, but they use it to castigate the whole race. Now in here internationally, Islam, the real Islam, are arguing that they are not bad people. Can they convince us? I'm sure they're not the bad people, but they use their religion to create terror. So what language do you want us to use than that? That's why we Biafrans, we have to come together and then make sure We understand we're not the head hackers, we're not the head choppers, we're not killing ourselves. We agree in freedom. We love ourselves. We don't kill ourselves. And that's one of the things that's still saving us today. We don't kill ourselves. That's where the Fulani they don't kill themselves. They even turn themselves into first citizens. If you kill a Fulani, they're gonna kill 200 Igbos in our land. We must change that. Bikonu. We must change that. I know a lot of people don't like to hear when you talk about Fulanis because some of us have grown to be part of them. And I'm not saying Fulani is the bad thing. I'm saying we have Fulani that are terrorists brought in by Nigerian terrorist government. And they are physically, actually, lively killing our people. This is no story. I was just waiting for somebody else's hands to be up so I can hand it over. They will know Chineke. I said everything everybody else said, but
Yeah,
sometimes I just like to leave my voice. Mazi
yeah,
Drake, you there? Okay. All
yeah.
right.
Thank you.
Thank you, sir.
Yeah,
Take care. God
yeah,
bless you, Drake, for hosting us all the time. Whenever
yeah.
you get that strength, it will double up for you. They will.
You see, thank you, my dear sister. Yeah, I don't know. Biafran news. Have you spoken? Biafran news update. I don't know if you have spoken or not. Can you guys hear me? Biafran news
Yes.
update.
Yes, I can hear you, Drake.
All right. Okay. I don't know if you have spoken, but yeah,
I'm here. I'm here. All right. I'm here.
yeah. Have you spoken? Please go ahead.
All right. Thank you very much. Good evening to every one of you, one of us. From my side this evening, and say may Chukwu Kikabiama bless every one of us. Those that have spoken and those that are trying everything in their capacity to move this cause to a greater height. I will not stop to thanking and also appreciating every of our news media warriors, those ones who go offshore to make sure that they propagate the news and make sure that they debunk every fallacy and every propagandas and evil talks of the enemies within and enemies without. And I want to appreciate all of you. I will never stop from appreciating you people because people are the main engine. I know that men on ground are doing the one they are doing, but what will tell you is that without the media house, nobody, their voice shall not be heard. And that is why I so much appreciate the media warriors. All right. You all know yourselves, you know the little that you're doing. I want to say, may Chukwu Kabiama bless and reward every one of us individually in Jesus' name. Now, my submission. It has become imperative to say that those fallen breakaway, um, what do they call themselves? As in the breakaway, the evil and the coup plotters they wanted to hijack the government and even tried to use everything, both finance and whatever, both juju, both the one that used to break egg, all right, to thwart the efforts of some of those persons individuals that were doing little, but because they were not strong enough to withstand the menaces of those evil plotters. We told you that freedom fighting is not for the weak. No, freedom fighting is not for the poor. Freedom fighting is not for a man that has a soft heart. You can never get it. You see why every man that becomes at the forefront is always strong in his heart. And now you use Odumegwu Ojukwu, Dim Odumegwu Ojukwu, our eternal leader, who actually stood very strong, even in the face of these evil Westerners and the terrorist Nigeria government. You see how we stood so strong and make sure that he fought them. The same thing goes to Nandi Kanu, our leader, who is also been incarcerated in Nigeria, the terrorist government called Nigeria. Then go straight to our PM. Our PM is a very strong warrior who stood all his ground, even when many people were fighting him. Both one Nigerians, both enemy in and enemy out. Both people, his family members and all of you, many persons were fighting him. They called him terrorist. They called him a Fulani man, just the way they are calling our DPM today. In fact, everything that happened right from Nnamdi Kanu to Simon Ekpa to Dr. Ngozi Orabueze, everything is repeating itself. And anybody that does not have an understanding heart will never understand again. You see why we always tell you that a betrayer must continue to be a betrayer. You see why there is no repentance for a betrayer. A betrayer remaineth a betrayer. There's one teaching they normally give us that men were created in different roots. Some persons were created to be negative. That is who they are. They can never change. There is no amount of prayer that can change them. There is no amount of anything that can change them, because why? They were created to be negative, meaning that their roots are negative and they can never change. If you like, go and use any kind of spiritual backup to free them or to set them free. They can never, because why? Their root is negative. So that is just how it is. Those ones whose roots are positive, even when they had a bad foundation, their foundation can be changed. All right? Their foundations can be changed. But if their roots is evil, is negative, it can never be changed. And that is why we tell you that those ones who have continued to blackmail, to destroy, if you watch them now, begin to count them. The one that is called Ogenkere has been fighting, not now, all right? If you can remember, most of you that listened to most of the clips that was shared on this X, you see how he was even fighting DPM. Ogenkere has been fighting DPM even when our PM was around. So some persons that are, talking nonsense, they don't know how this whole thing started. Ogenkere has been in war. In fact, not only Ogenkere, both Eunice and all of them, they have been fighting our DPM even before now. So it's not something new. What they only did is that they metamorphose into a high rate and begin to increase in their war. That is how it is. And the PM knew about it, and that is why he was warning Ogenkere. But they had already made their plans on how to thwart any kind of thing that is coming from our DPM. So it is not something new. And I'm one of those persons that will never, even though I hear today that yes, that there's something that DPM is saying which is wrong, I will never falter her. You know why? She's not perfect. She's a woman, mind you. What she needs at this very point in time is support. And if she did not get a maximum support, you will see, we are all human beings. She will begin to flop from time to time. At some point, you look as if she's losing wings because she's not getting enough support. It was easy for our PM to move very high, very fast, because he had a lot of support. He had a lot of people supporting him. We'll tell you the fact. Any tree that does not have a taproot can never yield fruits. That is how it is. And what taproot does is to hold you firm to the ground, not to allow you to fall. Even when there are breeze, wind, even when there are erosions, it holds you strong firmly to the ground and you can never fall. So I want to urge every one of us, even though that sometimes you'll be hearing some kind of news, even at some point, some kind of news that I will hear from all these non-entities. The thing will shake my background a bit. But because of a particular revelation that I had about DPM, I stood my ground and said, no, that if this woman could stand before the world and declare Biafra as a nation before the world, though, people don't understand what that redeclaration meant. That very day that she did that very thing that she did, even in the spiritual world, it was noticed, it was known, and it has been sealed. And there is nothing any man can do about it. Forget all their shenanigans. There is nothing any man can do about it. It was a pronunciation that has come to being. Ask any man that is a spiritual man, he will tell you this thing. You can never go back. You see that even though Simon Ekpa should come up today and say, no, let us go back to Brigi, it can never work. Do you know why? It is a spiritual pronouncement and a standing. That's how it is. Many people did not understand this one. You see why I laugh at the evil woman, evil old witch that call herself Adadiorama. I call her evil and old witch because that is who she is. She's a chameleon. That's who she is. A person who I saw the way she was dancing and jumping on the day of redeclaration on the 29th of November 2024. I saw the way she was jumping and was very happy and was glad. And I said, what's changed? Nothing changed. It's just herself. She's mad. She's mad. She's very, very crazy. And they'll tell you who is going to heal her is our DPM, because she heals psychiatric patients. And she's mad. She's crazy. So she needs help. That's why I say I don't talk to her. I don't speak to her. She needs help. She doesn't even know that she needs help. That's how it is. Most of those persons in those ones that were sacked, the former Brigade cabinet members that were sacked, knows that woman need help. She's not well. She's not feeling fine. So that's why I don't listen to her. Whatever she says. And if you are an educated man, you will know that that woman is lacking brain. As in, there's one knot that I've lost from her, and she needs help. So I want to urge our DPM, although we know when lies prevails for a long time, it becomes truth. But then, like we said again, we have a lot of persons who shall continue to debunk every of their lies because there is nothing they are going to. Okay, just look at the last previous one that they continue to bring, that she raised her index finger. Because of that, she's now a Fulani man. Oga, what I am saying is that if it is a Fulani man that will give us Biafra, Oga, we are going to, all of us are going to join and meet them. If it is a Nigeria, if it's Nigeria, this is our enemy. Nigeria is the one that's going to give us Biafra to make us free. All of us are going back to Nigeria. Give us Biafra and we are signed the document and we're going to be free. We told every one of us before that we are not enemy with anybody. We are only enemy with the nonsensical leaders that they have in Nigeria. All right. The individuals, the Nigerianists, and all of that, most of them, they were behaving the way they are behaving because of the kind of blood that was deposited in them. But we have good people in Nigeria. We have good people in Nigeria. It's just the leaders that are evil. Like we told you and we'll continue to say it. That is the way it is in every other countries that are Islamic countries. We told you if a particular Islamic country is supporting us for us to have our freedom, Oga, we are going there. So even if our DPM raise 100 fingers and that is the sign of Islamic, Oga, I'm going to snap my own picture and I'm going to raise 100 fingers. And that is what I want to urge every other persons that are listening to this voice to do. To shame them that they are evil. That is what we're going to do. I'm going to take a picture and I will raise one of my fingers and I'm going to post it here on this earth. So they will know that they are evil, not just evil, they are illiterate, not just illiterate. They also have a bitter heart. I was saying it in one of my broadcasts one day on TikTok that Igbo men, Igbo, as in we have hatred in our blood. All right. And the only thing that changes a man is education. All right. If you see, most of those persons that are witch in the village is because they are poor. One. Two, because they are also not educated. Education makes you, it changes your narrative, it changes your thinking. It makes you to know that what that very person have, you can also have it if you strive a little bit. That's how it is. And every man is not made equal. All right. There are a lot of persons that have their own time to achieve whatever goal that they want to achieve in life. This is why you don't look at how a person have made it. You first of all reason, when did he start? How did he start? What is he meant to achieve at the end of the day? Now my submission, like I said, is let us continue to do that which is good in thy sight, in the sight of God, and the sight of humanity. I have never deviated. Right from the time of Mazen Nnamdi Kanu, I have never deviated and I've never supported any loser. That is something about me. I have never supported anybody that lost. During the time of Nnamdi Kanu, we continued. In the place where I reside, I was one of the principal officers there in the time of IPOB until we begin to have fracas and all of that. I will move from there. All right, before it came to the time of Simon Eber. And we continued. We don't move to people who are failures. We don't. Because the spirit that is in them is the same spirit that is in us. See, one thing I understand is that Biafran spirit is one. And if you are being possessed by Biafran spirit, it makes you to know the truth. It makes you to understand that what a person is doing is the right thing. You see why you don't deviate. Don't use because of a particular emotional blackmail. Many people are very good in blackmailing others emotionally. And like I said before, if you have a very soft heart, forget it. You can never become a freedom fighter. All right? So any man that you see or woman that you see always come to be sharing crocodile tears for nothing sake. Nothing. Somebody just sharing crocodile tears like mumu, like in fact, you are just too emotional. And because you're emotional, you can never learn. And because you're emotional, you can never know when somebody is saying the truth. So forget emotional. With emotional, we can never get Biafra. It's only strong-hearted men that can be able to get Biafra. And that is whom Mazi Simon Eba, then our DPM. Our DPM is a strong lady. I love her for that. She's very, very strong. And that's the kind of person we need. We have many men that are women in Biafra struggle. Yes, we have many men that are women in nature. One of them is Ogenkere. Ogenkere is a woman, and we can never allow a woman to lead us. Who will lead us is a woman that has a man's heart. That is a strong heart to carry the kind of persons, individuals that we have in Biafra land and in Biafra struggle. Remember that Igbo men, Biafra at large, has a diverse mind and they reason differently. It's in our nature. That is why a man that have a soft heart cannot control us. That's what it is. That very saying that Nibwe, it is true. It is also in Biafra. That's what it is. So any man that will rule, any man that will lead this Biafra must be a man that has a very strong heart, that will not look at faces to say the truth. That is how it is. You don't compromise, maybe because what you want to get or whatever. I heard somebody was telling me that Okinkere does not used to give used to give accounts or reports to Simon Eba. That one is Simon Eba. All right. This time around is another person, and she is the person in charge. And what I also want to understand, make people to understand, is that chief of staff means the head of staff. That's what it means. And who is a staff? A staff is a member of a cabinet. All right. In a kingdom, we have cabinet members, and those cabinet members has Onowu, and Onowu is the second in command to the Igwe. The Igwe is the king. The person in command is the Onowu. Onowu says what the Igwe says to him, to the cabinet members. And cabinet members are those ones in their different clans they represent. A person is in charge. And Onowu is being chosen by the king. That is how it is. Many people don't know. The other day, I saw somebody that was saying that chief of staff was not elected, but I was elected. Look at you, a monkey. The king only choose a person that he trusts and he love as second in command, the person that will not betray him. How would our PM choose you while he knows truly that you are going to betray him? So he gives order or sends a report to the person that he trusts, and that is the chief of staff. Many people do not understand it. Chief of staff, again, like we said, means the head of staff. And as the head of staff, you are the second in command after the head of the cabinet. That is how it is. It is everywhere. That one, you don't even need the election. You don't even, as in automatically, it is the person in charge. Because if the head, which is the king or the prime minister or the president, if he does not want that very person as the chief of staff, he would have removed her since. Okay, just imagine every document and everything that is being used in the cabinet is being signed by the chief of staff. Is that one not telling you, for those of you whose mind and hearts have been shattered, whom are educated illiterates, that does not know that the next person in command after the prime minister is the chief of staff that you're supposed to listen to. And that is why she was the person that declared those statements that were supposed to be made by the prime minister were made by the chief of staff, because she is the person in command. And because of that, every other cabinet members are under her. That is how it is. They are under her. Because the prime minister chose her. He chose her. That is how it is. So we want to make it categorically clear to every listeners that this is whom she is, and that is why people like us are supporting her. We don't support who does not merit to be supported. You see why? If you yourself, you don't know where you belong, you are a fool. You are a fool. A very serious one. You are a fool. A fool is a man who does not know his left from his right. That's how it is. So once again, I want to urge us to always know the right thing to do. Anytime they are gathering in their vultures, in their coven, I will just be imagining, who are those persons whom we think that, who thought that they are educated, listening to these illiterate morons. Illiterates. Illiterate, as in that you are educated, does not mean that you went to school. Oh. You must have gone to school and you have doctorate degree, but you are not still learned. Yes, now. You are not learned. You don't have anything upstairs. You are moved by winds. And that is evil. That is destruction. Because Biafra is going to be the best in the whole of the West Africa and the world at large. And that is why we are moving the way we are moving. Any man that's going to stand as an obstruction will be removed on the way. That's how it is. You see why? If you repent for yourself and your family. Repentance does not mean that you're going to be brought back. You see why? Anything that you're doing, know it fully well that once you are fall off, we'll zero you. And that's the end. We're not bringing you back. Because these are some of the mistakes that our PM made. Bringing back Ejari, Vam, after all the atrocities. Brought him back. We told you that any man that is a betrayer will remain a betrayer. That's like this. You see why this analogy, they normally say that because you have continued to become a killer and you kill by sword, you shall also be killed by who? By what? Sword. Because that is in your blood. So that is just how it is. So many of them that are falling away today, they are going to find themselves in the lake of fire. By the time Biafra is fully restored and our laws are enacted and continued in full force, those persons are going to be dealt with. And that is why you see, sometimes I will just laugh at them whenever they're talking their nonsense. I thank God for a lot of persons who are truly educated, and whenever I listen to them, you see me, I'll just be smiling whenever I am. I'll be smiling because they speak facts. Then another thing I want to urge us is, please, let us remove falsehood. Let us remove falsehood. Post the one that is true. Let them go and seek for evidence. Post the one that is true. Because it is not only them the enemies that are watching and reading those posts. The international bodies are also reading and watching those posts. Who are those persons that are going to recognize us, recognize the United States of Biafra? These are men. Many of them are in S. They are in Twitter. All right. So we try as much as possible to build a solid foundation, and not a foundation that you start when the building commences, the foundation will begin to collapse. Let us build a solid foundation. And how we're going to do it? By bringing the facts to the table, so that when they themselves, who are not knowledgeable, come with their propaganda, we can discredit them and destroy them with facts. That is why I like Nnamdi Kanu. So that is my submission tonight. And my prayer to every one of us, many of us, both those in the diaspora and those in the homeland, we pray that God will give us the strength to continue, even in this last phase, of liberation, that we get our total freedom. And once we have gotten our total freedom, all of us will go back home and rest and begin to develop our own country. That is how it is. We shall develop our country and we shall defend our country. And that is how it is. So every other persons who are still thinking that we are going to be in Briggy and be bringing USB, just look at how foolish somebody could be. You say that you want to be in Briggy and be showing a person or a country that want to recognize you, be showing the person that this one is USB. Please, I want you to recognize USB for me. Me, I'm in Briggy. Let me just relax here in Briggy. Please, I want you to recognize USB. Very foolish and pathetic, and I don't know. I don't know how people reason. You are educated, but you are illiterate. That's how it is. Is it not when you are already manifesting, putting things in place, the person that is coming to recognize you is already seeing what you are putting in place? Okay, how is he going to recognize something that is not existing? Very foolish people. Very foolish people. And he said that we should fall back. Mumu people. And I call them mumu because why? They don't have brain. They don't have sense. They don't have sense. And the other one was saying, are you going to he had taught in Ezai. I saw Adadio Ranjo saying the other day that are you going to he got taught on Ezai? He got taught on Ezai. Are you a fool? Do you know how many countries that got their freedom from Ezai? You first of all begin to, there's one thing that my grandfather used to tell me. If you want to become a rich man, begin to act like a rich man. If you want to become a wealthy man, first of all, start acting as a wealthy man. You cannot be a poor man, acting like a poor man, your brain poor, your thinking poor, everything about you is poor, and you want to become a rich man. Even the friends that you mingle with are poor. You speak like a poor man. How can you be rich, Oga? Are you okay? Is it you first of all begin to act like a rich man? Begin to speak like a rich man. Begin to mingle with rich men. Then you have your connection. Manna does not fall from heaven again, no. The one that fell is in those days, but it's not going to fall again. So you must work out your salvation with trembling. That's how it is. So this one is a wake-up call to those that want to listen. I'm talking about those ones that are falling away. The ones that are going to listen, let them listen and retrace their steps. Our PM, Simon Ekpa, is not a fool. He's not a coward. He's not an illiterate. Like Ogen Kerry and Co. that does not have any educational background. If he has, let him bring it out. We are now setting us as a challenge. Let him bring his educational background. Let him publish it. Let's see what he has. He has nothing. That's why he can't even make a single statement. A person, just a blind man ruling blind people. Every man will now be blind. Nonsense. Please arrest my case. Thank you very much, Mr. Drake. Thank you. I don't know. Have we fallen asleep? Because I'm not hearing any noise from the background.
Oh, Mazi, you finished speaking? I guess. Drake, are you there? If anybody want to speak, please just pick up the mic because it doesn't seem like he's around. Please give me a thumbs up if you're still here.
And let him request for the mic now.
Okay. I don't have a co-host. It's Drake. Drake, are you there? We have to call on Drake.
Okay, Drake has gone off asleep. All right, Chris, please, if you want to speak, why not request for the mic so you can be allowed to speak? Request for the mic.
If there's nobody speaking, I'm going to try to look for something to play. Is that okay?
Okay, it's okay.
Simon ever stand tall. Good guy fighting for us all. Your nation you defend. With love and spirit you won't bend. Strength and courage in your heart. From Ghana to Nigeria, we all start. Simon ever we are told. With you leading me so. Simon ever the good fight. Blaze our flags, our church is bright. Yeah, for love in every beat. With the spirit, we can't be beat. You fight with passion very strong. To you, our love will always belong. God, a choice of singing praise. Your name in cheers we all raise. You fight with passion very strong. To you, our love will always belong. Gonna join in singing praise. Your name in cheers we all raise. In brightest day or darkest night, Simon, you are guiding light. Together we'll find our way. With your spirit here to stay. Your first heart it beats with pride. Simon and God by our side. No matter what it takes, we'll strive. With you, our future comes alive. Simon Eber, the good guy. Raise your flags, high touch the sky. Not for love in every beat. With your spirit, we can't be beat. You fight with passion very strong. To you, our love will always belong. God of joy and singing praise. Your name in tears we always. You fight with passion very strong. To you, our love will always belong. God of joy and singing praise. Your name in cheers we all raise. You fight with passion very strong. To you our love will always belong. Gonna join in singing praise. Your name in cheers we all raise. In brightest day or darkest night, Simon, you are guiding light. Together we'll find our way. With your spirit here to stay. Your heart it beats with pride. Simon and Bob by our side. No matter what it takes, we'll strive. With you, our future comes alive. Biafra's heart it beats with pride. Simon and Bob by our side. No matter what it takes, we'll strive. With you, our future comes alive. I'm Dr. Keith Vibert, and this is Okay. Sorry about that. Smile, essential. Okay, so that doesn't concern us. They will. Mazi Drake, are you back? Anybody want to speak, please? Or should I play something else? Is anybody there? Are we frozen? Maybe it's me. Oh.
Oh, okay. You can still hear me. All right, good. All right. Should I play more music or you guys want to talk? Okay. What's going on?
Don't pay anything to fix your roof.
Okay, well, nobody's speaking. All right. Mazi Benchooks, can you take the. Are you on the mic? No. Drake, are you there? No. Okay. Let me keep playing the music.
Businesses in Middlesex County, New Jersey received 1.1 billion in private funding in 22-23.
Thank you. We still don't have any hands up. Okay. Mazzy Drake, you there? You're not back yet. Okay. Should I continue with the music or anybody want to speak? Give me permission, please. Thumbs up. Okay. Mazzy Drake, you're there. Okay. Let me get more music.
Some of us have I studio. Very fast studio. Okay. I can see. Can I help for? I help for welcome. My brother, I help for. The purpose of I studio. Wonderful people. I greet all of you. I appreciate every one of you for being and those who have been with us this morning till now. For those who are standing at the path of truth, I encourage you to keep on standing strong, standing firm, regardless of challenges. We all know the criminals and the financier. So if we come back here tomorrow again. So the first love, can you hear me? The first love, can she hear me? Alright. So guys, see you all tomorrow. Yeah, on my end is good. Thank you all for joining me today.